At 29, the tragedy of Hollywood mediums Tyler Henry is beyond heartbreaking. I'll be honest, when I first saw this title, I expected some sensational scandal. That's usually what headlines like this want you to think. But when I looked into Tyler Henry, the real sadness wasn't scandal at all. It was how much pain someone can carry while becoming famous for comforting others. Most people know Tyler from Hollywood medium with Tyler Henry. He became known as the young man celebrities visited for readings, closure, and emotional answers. Cameras rolled while grief, hope, and vulnerability played out in front of millions. That alone is a strange kind of fame, because while many stars become famous for acting or singing, Tyler became famous by standing near people's pain. And that changes a person. What surprised me most is how young he was when all of this began. While most people in their late teens and early 20s are still figuring out identity, mistakes, direction, he was suddenly carrying public expectations, skepticism, praise, criticism, and intense emotional conversations. That's heavy for anyone. At 29, people still say you're young, but young people can already be exhausted. Another painful part of Tyler's story has been deeply personal family issues, including difficult truths involving his mother's past and the long shadow those revelations created. Imagine learning painful family history while the world already thinks it knows you. Private wounds become harder when fame is involved, because strangers don't just observe, they comment. And then there's something else I didn't expect. People often argue over whether they believe Tyler's work. That debate gets loud, but regardless of where someone stands, there's a human reality underneath it. He became a public vessel for grief. Every episode, someone misses someone. Someone wants answers. Someone wants one more moment. Being around that constantly has emotional weight. I think anyone would feel it. And yet, Tyler often appeared calm, gentle, composed. That kind of presence takes energy. Sometimes the people who soothe others are the ones silently draining themselves. I've seen that in many lives. The helper becomes invisible. Then there's health. Tyler has spoken publicly about dealing with medical challenges, including a brain cyst discovered years ago. Even when manageable, health scares can change how a young person views time, fear, and the future. That's a lot to hold before 30. Fame, public judgment, family pain, health anxiety, other people's grief. No wonder the story feels heavier than headlines suggest. What makes Tyler Henry interesting to me isn't controversy. It's resilience. He kept showing up, kept speaking gently in a world that often rewards harshness, kept carrying emotional rooms many people would run from. That deserves acknowledgement. Maybe the tragedy here isn't one dramatic event. Maybe it's that someone so young had to grow up inside so much intensity. Maybe it's that people forget public figures are still human while projecting their own hopes and anger onto them. And maybe it's that the ones who bring comfort are often assumed not to need any themselves. When I think of Tyler Henry now, I don't think first about television. I think about emotional weight. And honestly, some of the heaviest burdens are the ones no one can see.